Messages. Subscribed. I'm not sure I do yet. Autoplay subscribed. How do I watch? Pause. Drop. Can oh you know what it is? Drop that live from me. There it is. Yeah, we got it. You got it? Yep. I'm looking at it. What did you look up? I just went into his channel and did live. It's the live from Mevo. Yeah.
Hey, you're all good with the announcing thing. I talked to Penny. He said it's cool.
They don't have anybody in here anyway.
No, but their coach, Nico's down.
Yeah.
He's supposed to be in here, but he's trying to get his wife to do it. So.
No, it's cool. I can handle everything. I truly can. I can handle pitch count. I can handle scoreboard. Home. What did I do? I did that. No. Channel. Playlist. Home. I was able to grab it.
So it's okay.
I got it, brother.
On her way.
No, dude, it's fine.
Sure?
Yeah, it's fine.
Right.
I got you.
He's a professional.
I got it.
All right.
I mean, don't
Give me a holler.
Don't start throwing shit until. I mean, if the balls and strikes don't come up on that screen so fast, it's cool.
Yeah.
But
No,
other than that, I got you.
All right, cool. Thanks.
Just keep overriding the call up there. Ball.
Okay, so let me stop this. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a good late morning to you here at the Sweetwater Valley Little League fields as we get set for the Red Riders versus the Flyers here, Little League Minor B. And we're going to get the gentlemen set up out there. And they're going to start with their traditional Pledge of Allegiance like we start off every Little League ball game here at the Sweetwater Valley Little League fields. For those of you tuning in, we welcome you on this live stream from YouTube. Thanks again to Coach Netzer Ruperto and the camera Mevo for making this happen. Well, all right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to get started here in the first inning. Our Red Riders are going to be the visiting team today, and the Flyers are going to be our home team. Let's take a look around the home team, and let's find out who's out there on the bases. Looks like we have got Adam Heath pitching today. He's going to start out. Mr. Heath, number 10, going to take that mound. We've got Iriqui at first base, followed by Wilson at second. Johnson playing shortstop, and Cavazos playing at third base. Out there in the outfield, we've got Dumas, Martinez, and Caballero. That's in your left to right order. And we've got a few DHs there as well. We'll call those up to you as they come up with the game. So number 10, Adam Heath, is going to start out there on the mound. And again, this is Kid Pitch in Minor B. And we'll see what Mr. Heath has to offer. Starting out for your Red Riders, the visiting team today. First up is going to be Wyatt Arts, number 7, followed by him, Peyton Bravence. After that, number 55, Brandon Hirsch. Levi Ruperto at number 9. Jaden Blondin going to be batting in the 5th position, followed up by Sawyer Rhodes. After that, we've got Max Rivera, Andrew Cisneros. Then we've got Big Braden Gadberry, Callan Bell, and Anthony Fazzone rounding out the lineup. We'll bring you their positions here as we get into the middle part of our first inning. And again, for those of you joining us at home, feel free to share the link, pass it around. Today's game brought to you by the good folks at Mevo and, of course, DeWalt ProLock. Red Riders are going to get warmed up coming off a very light week this week. Only one practice and some batting practice throughout the course of the week. The young men looking strong on the bats, and of course they're coming off a fresh win on that Monday afternoon. Quite exciting for the Red Riders. Definitely a needed W column. Little bit of clouds, but a warm day out here at Sweetwater Valley Little League. Off in the distance there, Mount Miguel shining strong. Chris Arndt and Chris Bravens over there on the side getting chatted it up. Our skipper, Chris Bravens, for the Red Riders. And behind the plate for the Flyers, just joining us now, is Corona. Corona wearing number 13 behind the plate. Our coaches are the umpires today, and they'll be calling balls and strikes, and we are going to get set and ready to go here in the top of the first inning. The Red Riders visiting team today against the Flyers, our home team. Adam Heath out there on the mound. And first up for the Red Riders is going to be Wyatt Arndt. Wyatt Arndt's wearing number 7. Great little ball player, capable of going different directions in the field. Got a nice quick bat. Wyatt, also a reliable pitcher for the Red Riders as well. A couple of final preparations to the field, cleaning off the plate. Hopefully the camera angle's okay, and unfortunately not going to be able to bring you multiple camera angles since this particular broadcaster is also running the scoreboard.
Good job, bro.
And as the Flyers take just a few more minutes to get ready to rock and roll, the Red Riders looking eager there in the dugouts. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is the call. Looks like it is balls in there from the infield, and we are going to get started here in the top of the first inning. Adam Heath on the mound looking for Wyatt Arntz to go ahead and step inside. And here we go. We are off and running here. The first. Top of the first inning. And let's take a look and see what Heath's got on the mound today. That one wide and outside, ball one. That one a little bit low, going to be ball two. Heath getting warmed up. That one can be called strike one. Two balls, one strike on Arntz as we start the first inning. Looks like that one was in there as well. Heath coming even in the count, 2-2. That one just a little bit high and outside. That's going to be ball three. Full count now, 3-2. Top of the first inning, and here we come. The delivery from Heath. That one just a little bit inside. That's going to be ball four, and is going to bring up John Blondin for a coach pitch opportunity. Now, Wyatt's got two strikes on him already, so if he swings on one and misses, he does go down. But John's got 5 pitches to throw to him. Coach Blondin, always consistent. A great batting coach as well. Wyatt getting lined up. Fielder starting to get ready, and here we go. Wyatt doesn't like it, a little bit outside. He's going to wait on it, and he's got 2 more to look at. That one down the middle, and he pops it way up, and that one's going to be caught by the second baseman. Very nicely done. A little bit of a sliding catch. Very nicely done. And that ball goes a fly ball and out for the second baseman. One away here as Peyton Bravens comes up. That one, and he's going to foul tip right over the scoreboard. Got a piece of it, trying to fight him off. Oh, 0-1 the count. Here's the delivery from Heath. That one, and he takes right out into the second base and over the second baseman's head. That ball is in play and is going to be a stand-up base hit for Pee Wee Bravens.
Here from our team. I can take over if you want. So go do a pitch count?
I got it. I'm doing it on the board. Ladies and gentlemen, that's going to bring up Brandon Hirsch, number 55, and that one going to be swung on and a miss for strike one.
Where are they?
On the outside, that's going to be a called ball one. 1-1. The count now is Heath comes even with Brandon Hirsch. One away with one runner on. The delivery from Heath. That one just a little bit inside. That's going to be called ball two. Heath looking really strong for the first 2 batters. Finding his zone, get himself right over the plate. 2-1, one away. Here comes the pitch to Hirsch. That one just a little bit outside and a called ball 3. 3-1 the count now to big number 55. Brandon Hirsch, a dangerous hitter if he sees a pitch that he likes. We've got 1 runner on in the top of the first inning. That one inside, and so far inside, it's outside. That's going to be ball 4 and is going to bring up John Blondin for a coach pitch opportunity. Brandon's got 3 to look at from Coach Blondin with only 1 strike on him. If he swings and misses, of course, that's strike 2. Here it comes. And he hits that one right up to the pitcher, Adam Heath, just over his glove, and that is going to put Brandon Hirsch safe at first base, and that's going to send Pee Wee Bravens all the way over to third. And a very nice done. However, a little bit of an error there, throw to that first baseman, and that's going to put Brandon Hirsch standing up on second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that is going to bring up big Levi Ruperto. Levi Ruperto, the left-handed hitter, number 9. And the Red Riders have got 2 on the bags. 1 away.
Thank
you, Jeremiah.
Yeah, of course. I didn't get
that first one's going to be a called ball 1.
I don't have a pitch.
1-0 the count. That one inside.
I don't know what it's at.
For called ball 2. I've got it. Adam's got 15. There was no paper in here, so I'm just keeping it on the
yeah.
tab.
But are we supposed to do it? We probably should.
That one wide and outside, called ball 3. 3-0 the count now to Levi Ruperto, the big left-hander. He's got an open field over there on the first base side. 2 runners on. Peyton Braven standing on third, and Brandon Hirsch out there on second base. The score is 0-0. That one just a little bit high is going to be ball 4. Ball 4 going to bring up Coach Blondin and a coach pitch opportunity for Levi Ruperto. Adam Heath just about 16 pitches into his overall 50 pitch count. I am joined today by Jeremiah Heath at the scoreboard. Adam's dad, proud papa, multi-sport athlete himself, Jeremiah brings a wealth of knowledge to his kids' sporting activities. Ruperto's got 3 to look at. Doesn't like that first one. He's going to decide on that next pitch. Two more pitches. Ruperto likes it, and he hits one right up to Adam Heath. Adam Heath's going to field it and throw him out at first base, but the sacrifice hit is going to bring a runner across. With Bravens safe at home, that's going to be 1-0. The Red Riders are on top. That's going to advance big Brandon Hirsch to third base on a sacrifice hit by Levi Ruperto. Well swung, and that's going to bring up big Jaden Blondin. 2 away here at the top of the first. Jaden likes that one. Foul tips it for a called strike 1. Top of the first inning, Red Riders got 1 across the plate. Here comes the offering from Heath. Swung on and a miss, strike 2. Heath ahead, 0-2 in the count. Blondin trying to find his pitch. Likes it when it is a little bit low and just outside. That's his sweet spot. Brandon Hirsch standing on third base and 1 across on a sacrifice hit from Levi Ruperto. The offering from Heath. That one foul tipped away, and Blondin stays alive. Just got to the outside of the bat. Two away for the Riders now. Here comes the delivery. Blondin likes it. He drives it out into center field with a well-hit ball, and that one gets to the center fielder and a little bit more. Blondin takes a look at 2, but it is held back by Johnson at the first base. A great single, well hit out into the center field area, and he gets a single. That's going to bring Brandon Hirsch home. And the Red Riders on top 2-0 here in the top of the first with just 2 away. And here comes Sawyer Rhodes, number 22 for the Red Riders. And the offering from Heath. That one just a little bit outside, ball 1. 22 pitches for Heath now in his pitch count, almost halfway there as we start to close out on the first inning. That one right down the middle, swung on and a miss, strike 1. The 1-1, the count to Rhodes. And the pitch. That one inside for a call, ball 2. Sawyer ducking out of the way just real quick. Heath let that go just a little bit too early, got away from him in an inside pitch. 2-1, the count to Rhodes. Rhodes likes it and hits it right back up to the pitcher, and a little bit of a dribbler, and Johnson not able to grab it at shortstop, and that is going to leave Rhodes standing up safe at first, and Blondin's going to push it, and he's going to make it to 3 and an overthrown base, and that is going to be an opportunity for the Red Riders to have 2 on. On a little bit of an overthrow, Blondin was trying to take a look at home, was hoping to get that direction, but coach held him up, and that is going to bring up big Max Rivera. Max Rivera. 2 runners on. Here comes the pitch. That one just a little bit outside. Ball 1. Riders have got 2 out now, top of the first, and 2 runs across. The delivery. Rivera stepped out just a little bit and had a swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 the count with 2 away here, top of the first inning. The delivery swung on and a miss, strike 2. 1-2 the count, Heath ahead now. Red Riders doing some consistent singles and base hits to put some runners across the plate. Here comes the offering. That one bounces before, and ball 2. Rivera even in the count, 2-2, 2 away. Delivery, a little bit high, 3-2. We've got a full count now with 2 away as Heath tries to work his way out of the first inning. Here comes the delivery. A little bit high and outside. That's going to be called ball 4 and is going to bring up coach pitch. And here comes John Blondin. Max has got 3 to look at and 1 to swing on before he goes down. With 2 runners in scoring position, Sawyer Rhodes out there at second base and Jaden Blondin standing over there on third. Full count opportunity, and let's see what Rivera has to offer. 3 pitches to swing at. Likes that first one and hits one down the first base line, and that one just gets over the glove of the second baseman. That's going to bring Blondin home, and it's going to bring Rhodes home on a base hit by Max Rivera. And that one brings 2 across. Score now 4-0. In the top of the first with Max Rivera standing on first base. Here comes the pitch from Heath to Braden Gadberry. That one caught the corner and a called strike. Big Braden Gadberry capable of going distance when he gets a hold of the ball. 0-1 the count, the delivery. That one right down the middle and called strike 2. 0-2 with 2 away. Max Rivera over there on first base with a nice single and a 2 RBIs on that one. The delivery from Heath. A little bit outside, ball 1. Heath trying to throw Gadberry a little trash out there, see if he can take the bait. Gadberry doesn't, stays patient there in the box. 1-2 the count. That one high, called ball 2.
Good waste.
2-2 as the count comes even with 2 away here, top of the first inning. Gadberry at the plate, and here comes the delivery from Heath. That one inside. Gadberry dances out of the way, holding the bat up high like it was a baton. That's going to be ball 3. Baton twirling, a very popular sport in college, although no scholarships exist for the gentlemen, from what I understand. Full count this one. Inside, that's going to be called ball 4 and is going to bring up John Blondin again. 3 opportunities, and Heath did a great job getting in front of Gadberry. Threw him a couple of balls to see if he'd take a look at him and swing, but Gadberry stays patient, and that's going to bring up Blondin. Here comes the delivery. Braden likes it, hits a chopper down the third base line. Third baseman's trying to get it in his glove, but misses it out. And the throw not in time to first base, and that is going to be a single for big Braden Gadberry. So that is going to bring up Andrew Cisneros. Andrew Cisneros is going to come out to the batting box now. And looks like the skipper from the Flyers is going to have a little chat with the infielders, kind of figure out what's going on, make sure they stay pepped up. 2 runners on for the Red Riders, 4-0 now in the top of the first inning.
This is his first time pitching all year, so he's doing good.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, it looks like Levi Ruperto is going to come out there and run for Braden Gadberry. Not quite sure what happened there. May have needed a bathroom break, and we are back to the action here in the top of the first. 2 away for the Red Riders with 2 on the base. The first pitch to Cisneros. Looks like coach is going to be favorable on that one and give him a ball. That one looked pretty good. Dropped right there in the strike zone, and a credit to Adam Heath battling back after a little bit of an upsetting first inning. Throws a nice pitch right down the middle, but the umpire favors the batter and gives him a ball. Here comes the next one. Umpire still trying hard to decide what that one was. Again, ball 2. Might have looked good. Cisneros does like that high pitch, and if he would have put a bat on it, I think he might have gotten a little piece. Here we are, 2-0 the count with 2 away. Top of the first inning. Red Riders with 2 runners on, and the delivery to Cisneros. That one low and outside, ball 3. Three and 0 now the count. Let's see what he's got. Here comes Heath with the delivery. That one inside is going to back Cisneros off the plate, and that one's going to be ball 4. That's going to bring up John Blondin with 3 opportunities for Cisneros to swing. He's not got any strikes on him at this point in time. Cisneros being patient, waiting for his pitch as Adam Heath tried to duel his way out of the first inning. 2 runners on, Cisneros at the plate. Here comes Coach John Blondin to throw away 3 pitches to Cisneros, give him a little instruction, and here comes the pitch. Cisneros swings on and a miss, strike 1. Two more opportunities from Blondin. Cisneros swings on and a miss. Strike 2. Cisneros has only got 1 more opportunity. Got to swing on it if it looks good and close. John Blondin doing a nice job throwing it in there. Cisneros hits it right up to second base. A good field by second base, and he's going to throw it, and the throw is in time for an out at first base. Very nicely done. But he is out at first, and that is going to retire the Red Riders, leaving 2 on with 4 across the plate as we get ready to go into the bottom of the first inning. Well, ladies and gentlemen, a good first inning offering by the Red Riders, and the Flyers doing a great job. Few pitches, though, heavy for Adam Heath, doing a great job pitching to an almost full count each and every time with some good strikes. Looks like Brandon Hirsch is going to take the mound for the Red Riders. And we'll see how it goes over there at first base is going to be number 22, Sawyer Rhodes. Playing second base, number 7, Wyatt Arntz. Jaden Blondin going to be playing out there in deep center field. It looks like it's going to be Peyton Bravens playing at shortstop. And our third baseman, Andrew Cisneros. That rounds out the infield. Out there in the outfield, we've got Anthony Fazzone playing out there in right field. And over in left, Levi Ruperto. Levi Ruperto playing in left field. And behind the plate, big Braden Gadberry. For the Flyers, let's take a look at the home team's lineup. We're going to start off. Number 5, Wilson is going to be playing first. And then we've got Cavazos, followed by Heath, Corona, Dumas, Martinez, Caballero, Edishi, Lopez, Avila, Iriqui, and Johnson. Brandon Hirsch settling in. Brandon may be a little tired out there. I had an opportunity to chat with the young man before the game. He's already played soccer today and hustled to the field to get in his baseball gear and play a little baseball. One might say that his dad is overdriving him just a little bit. But that is our job as parents, is it not? Make sure your child succeeds no matter what. I'm told by Brandon's dad that after this he has to mow the lawn, then play football. And as we get ready to warm up here for the Red Riders, I'd like to ask Jeremiah Heath a few questions. Jeremiah, you saw him out there on the mound. How do you feel like he did the first offering today?
Thanks, Clint. Little disappointed in his velocity. I thought his accuracy was pretty well. We have some things to work on, specifically pushing off that back foot.
Hard to do, that first pitch from Hirsch, and that one's going to be inside for ball one. And we are underway here at the bottom of the first inning, and Hirsch's second offering. Oh. That one, and he reaches out and just taps it. Rhodes is going to field it at first. And instead of going to the bag for the force out, Rhodes is just going to go ahead and tag him. And that's going to put one away just like that on a well-hit ball. Wilson goes down with a chopper to first base, and Rhodes decides instead of the force out at first, goes for the difficult play and tags the runner in the base path. Either way, out number one, and here comes the offering from Hirsch. That one inside, ball one. Here comes the delivery. That one, a well-hit ball right back up to Hirsch, and Hirsch is going to throw to Rhodes, and the throw is in time. A nice ground ball hit. Going to put the runner out at first base, and he hit that right back up to the pitcher, and that was a 1-3 combination for out number two. First one called strike. Adam Heath, our pitcher, now up to the plate. Swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike two.
Good job, Braden.
Third up.
0-2 the count. Here comes the offering from Hirsch. That one swung on and a miss. Strike three, but a great swing by Adam Heath. That's going to retire the side, and that is going to take the Red Riders into the top of the second inning. Our leadoff hitter today is going to be Big Callan Bell, number 10. 41 pitches for Adam Heath so far. He's got 50 to go, and we should see a pitching change somewhere in this first inning. Looks like chili cheese fries on special there at the snack bar. That's a can of Hormel chili heated to a lukewarm consistency, added with some pre-shredded cheese out of a bag, thrown over some frozen French fries, and all put together in a microwave to bring you a pleasing afternoon snack. Chili cheese fries. They're gassy.
That's tasty.
And let's see what we've got here for the Flyers as we come into the top of the second inning. Looks like Adam Heath is making his way right out there to outfield, so we do expect to see a pitching change. Not sure who's going to be on the mound just yet. Flyers not showing their hand yet, just quick on who's going to take the mound.
He threw 6 pitches? What's up, bro?
What's up, man?
Hey, dude, he's good.
Yeah, he did fine.
He's doing good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Little line of velocity, but he's throwing strikes.
Hey, dude. If he's throwing 60 right now, I have a problem with him playing in this division.
No, he did good.
Looks like we are going to go to a relief pitcher, and that is number...
There's 5. Whoever flies wins. Lucia. Oh, Lucia's
I'll get that one.
what?
That, so
Don't eat any of that.
you fix that up first. Maybe mom will get it.
Our pitching change is going to bring up Josue Avila. Josue Avila to start us off here in the top of the second inning. Callan Bell, number 17, is going to be the first at bat for the Red Riders.
Like that.
Currently, the Red Riders on top 4-0 as we go in here to the second inning on a beautiful baseball day here in Bonita, California. And that's going to be the call, and the batter up. Let's go, Callan. Callan practicing a new batting stance, getting his hands up. Let's see what the first offering from Avila looks like. That one wide and outside, called ball 1. 1-0 the count as we start off the second inning. That one inside, ball 2. Let's go, Count. Stay in there, buddy. Don't be afraid now. 2-0 the count now to Bell. That one outside, ball 3. 3-0 now the count as Avila tries to battle his way back. That one down the middle, called strike number 1. Three and 1 the count. Swung on and a miss, strike 2. Three and 2 now. Full count to Bell. That one outside and going to be called ball 4, and that's going to bring up John Blondin. Bell's got 3 to look at, only 1 to swing on as we get started here in the top of the second inning. And here comes John Blondin's offering to Bell. Swung on and a miss, and that's going to send Bell down for the first out in the top of the second inning. And that's going to bring up Anthony Fazzone. Anthony Fazzone, number 8. One away for the Riders here in the top of 2. That one hard, but low and outside, ball 1. Avila battling his way back. Here comes the 1-0 pitch. Fazone swings on and a miss. Strike 1.
Thanks, Doug.
This broadcaster apologizes. I inaccurately described the chili cheese fries. That's not shredded cheese. That's just one piece of Velveeta laid right on top. 1-1. The count now to Fazone. That one just a little bit outside. Ball 2. 2-1. The count. That one called. Strike 2. Nice pitch by Avila. That one just clearing the inside of the plate. Hard to hit pitch. 2-2 the count as it is even now. One away for the Riders. That one outside, ball 3. 3-2, full count now to Fazone. Avila looking to settle in and get 2 away quickly here in the top of the second. Here comes the delivery. Going to be outside, called ball 4, and that's going to bring up Coach Blondin. Fazone moving up a little bit in the batter's box. Blondin's got 3 to throw him. Fazone doesn't have to swing on any but 1. Doesn't like that first one. He's going to hold out for the next one.
You ready, Nico?
Here comes the second offering from Coach. He swings on and a miss, and that's going to send him down. Fazone goes down in strike 3. Two away now in the top of the second inning, and that's going to bring up number 7, Wyatt Arntz. Wyatt, the leadoff hitter for the Red Riders today. That one outside, ball 1. Wyatt 0 for 1 today with a well-hit ball, but was put out at first base to get us started in the first part of the game. 2 away now for the Riders. 1-0 the count and the delivery from Avila. That one also low and outside, called ball 2. 2-0 now for Wyatt Arntz. Oh, looks like we've got a little bit of a gear malfunction, and the catcher calls a quick timeout to fix some of those knee savers. And as we have this timeout, we are reminded that it's a gorgeous Saturday afternoon. And if you haven't yet had the opportunity, check out Sweetwater Valley Little League or SVLL.com. For all the information and games, all the league opportunities, SVLL.com. We're back in action here, 2-0. The countdown to Arntz. Here comes the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3-0 now as Avila tries to battle his way back. Wyatt Arntz the opportunity to be a little bit patient, wait for his pitch, find the ones he likes. Here comes the 3-0 pitch. Outside, that's going to be called ball 4 and is going to bring up John Blondin again. Arntz now, he's got 3 to look at from Coach Blondin and a couple to swing on with no strikes on him. He's got all 3 pitches to decide if he's liking the pitch and if he's going to put the ball in play. Here comes Arntz. First one, doesn't like the look of, maybe a little bit high, and he doesn't wait. Going to take a look at ball number 2 from Coach Blondin. Second opportunity. Arntz swings on it and a miss, strike 1.
How many pitches is our pitcher at?
He's got 16. Here comes the opportunity for Arntz. Last one. Swung on and hit right up towards the pitcher, and that one's going to get snagged by the shortstop. Looks like the throw was in time, and that is going to put Wyatt Arntz down. And 1-2-3 for the Red Riders. A well-hit ball, but he was out at first. A great play. Arntz almost legged that one out, but just got caught. And Brandon Hirsch back out there on the mound. Had a nice quick first inning. Brandon's only got 7 pitches on him right now.
16 pitches? No sweat.
And that's going to bring the Red Riders back out onto the field. We are in the top of the 3rd inning now. 4-0, Red Riders on top. Beyond being delicious, chili cheese fries seem to make the mind a bit absent, enjoying the deliciousness of the spiciness of the chili, the smoothness of the cheese, and of course the warm, soft goo of those French fries. Trying to bring you all the sights, the smells, the tastes of the ballpark here on a Saturday afternoon. My fellow scorekeeper and co-host, Mr. Jeremiah Heath, taking care of the tastes and the smells. And for those of you joining us out in broadcast land or enjoying this on the approved revised telecast later on this evening, it is the top of the 3rd inning. The Red Riders are on top 4-0. Brandon Hirsch still on the mound for the Red Riders. And leading off is going to be Corona. Eric Corona, number 13, the catcher for the Flyers, is going to be taking the number 4 batting position and will lead off the top or the bottom here of the 3rd inning. Corona making his way to the plate. And we are going to get underway. Here comes the first pitch from Hirsch. That one wide and outside, called ball 1. Little high, called ball 2. 2-0 the count here as we get started in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Hirsch behind in the count, 2-0. Here comes the delivery. That one right on the inside of the plate. That one's called strike 1. 2-1 the count to Corona. Hirsch battling his way back with a nice pitch. Just caught the outside of the plate. A difficult pitch to hit. 2-1. Skipper Bravens calling that one a little bit low. Going to be 3-1 now the count. Hirsch not afraid to throw strikes. Knows the Red Rider defense has got his back. This one inside, and that's going to be called ball 4. The first time we're going to see the coach pitch for the Flyers. And here it comes. And he likes that first offering, and that one a hot shot down the 3rd base line. It gets past Cisneros and gets past Ruperto out there in left field, and that is going to send Corona all the way around for a stand-up double. Boy, Corona liked the look of that first one, and that was a well-struck ball down the third base line, and Cisneros just couldn't quite get in front of it. And then Ruperto also got his glove down, but it bounced on the outside, and that's going to send Corona standing up on second base. Here comes Howard Dumas. Howard, number 8, batting for the Flyers. None away here, and 1 runner on for the Flyers in the bottom of the third inning. Here comes Hirsch. Coming into the windup in the delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. Oh and 1 the count. Here's the delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike 2. Great offering there by Hirsch off the mound. Dumas trying to lay off those high ones. That second pitch, however, was right in there. Just a little bit behind the ball. And these boys are getting great batting skills. Here comes the delivery from Hirsch. Swung on and foul tipped. Oh and 2 the delivery. That one going to be called a strike 3, and looks like Coach Bravens is going to make the call. Confirms it with the third base coach and umpire. And that one, a called strike, and that's going to send him down. Dumas goes down with an outside strike, and that's going to bring up big Eric Martinez. Eric playing center field, 1 away now, and 1 runner on for the Flyers here at the bottom of the third. Here comes the delivery from Hirsch. That one well inside, and ball 1. The next one from Hirsch, quick in his windup. That one struck right up the middle, and Pee Wee Bravens is going to pick it up at second base, and he's going to make the play with a nicely thrown ball. He checked that runner as Corona ran past him, and a hard ground ball. The batter's out at first. Very nicely done by Bravens to check the runner. That does advance Corona to third, but the Red Riders get the force out at first base. And 2 away now for the Riders as we are looking at the bottom of 3. And that's going to bring up number 1, Nemaya Caballero. Corona on third, and here comes the delivery from Hirsch. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. That one just a little bit high. Caballero, like a tempting lollipop, just couldn't avoid it. Brandon Hirsch working quickly. Here's the delivery. That one dirty, ball 1. And after only 3 innings, Hirsch being very economical with his pitches. 1 and 1. Here comes the throw. Outside, ball 2. Only 21 pitches rung up for the young man in 3 innings. The count, 2 and 1 to Caballero, and the delivery. Inside, called ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike to Caballero. Bottom of the third inning, 2 away. Here comes the delivery from Hirsch. That one wide and outside, going to be called ball 4, and that's going to bring up the coach for Caballero. Braden Gadberry throwing it back to Hirsch. Hirsch not real stoked with that last pitch, and that's going to bring up the coach pitch. Caballero's going to see 3. Here we go. Swung on and a miss. That's going to be strike 2 for Caballero. 2 away. He's got 2 more to look at. Runner on third. And the pitch. That one foul tipped, and Caballero stays alive. Corona threatening there on third base. And Caballero staying alive here. He's got 1 more pitch to look at from coach. This one hit right down to third base, and Cisneros bobbles it but picks it back up. But that is going to bring Corona home with a little bit of an error, and that's going to have Caballero standing up on first base. Corona safe at first and 1 across the dish for the Flyers, and that is going to bring up Ryders. 2 Two away for the Red Riders and one on. Caballero standing over there at first base with a well-hit ball, a little ground ball over there to third. Cisneros just couldn't quite get it in his glove. Bravens was there to back him up. And Iriqui now at the plate. Here comes the pitch from Hirsch. Called strike one. Oh and 1. Here's the pitch. Called strike number 2. 0 and 2. Hirsch now ahead in the count. Not worried about the runner at first base, just playing a nice game of catch with Gadberry behind the plate. The next offering, swung on and hit to Cisneros at third base. He's going to make the throw over to second, and he is in time with a force out at second base. A nice play by Cisneros. And that is going to retire the side for the Flyers, and we are going to be getting into the fourth inning in the top of the fourth. With one across the plate for the Flyers, 4-1. The Red Riders still on top. Leading off for the Riders in the top of the fourth inning, that is going to be Peyton Pee Wee Bravens. Bravens with a big bat. A nice play by Cisneros. Got the runner out at second base in a fielder's choice play, and that retired the side for the Flyers. Brandon Hirsch came up at about 25 pitches. He's about halfway through his pitch count as we get ready to start into the fourth inning. Looks like Johnson is going to be taking the mound. Johnson coming in from shortstop, and that is going to send Wilson over to shortstop. And looks like Caballero is going to come in and play second base. And let's see what Big Johnson's got. A tall, lanky young man comes in off a shortstop, and I've seen this young man play a few games, and he is absolutely deadly in the shortstop position. He's got a great glove, fields very well, and as he warms up, it looks like he's got a nice heat fastball right down the middle. Peyton Bravens coming up to bat for the Red Riders, and he is 1 for 1 today on a nice, well-hit single. Peyton, the number 2 hitter in the Riders lineup, and we are underway here in the top of the fourth inning. Just under an hour of gameplay so far, and Bravens swings and a miss, strike one. And the second delivery from Johnson, that one's outside, ball one. 1-1, the count to Bravens.
Nice scoop, coach. You still got it.
Here comes the delivery. Foul tip, and that's going to be strike two. Peyton Bravens staying alive here, 1-2 in the count. And Johnson throwing with some heat. Here comes the delivery. Swung on and up high in the air, and it looks like Johnson is going to make the running grab. And that is going to retire one. One away here in the top of the fourth inning, and that's going to bring up big Brandon Hirsch. Peyton Braven's really fighting to stay alive against Johnson. Here comes Hirsch. Swung on, a miss, strike one. And that ball is moving with a little heat for Johnson off the mound. That one just a little bit outside, called ball one. 1-1 the count, one away for the Red Riders here, top of four. Johnson with the delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike two. One and two the count now. And here's the pitch. In there, called strike three. And that one is going to send Hirsch down. Two away now for the Red Riders in the top of the fourth inning. That one outside, ball one.
Hey, Nico.
Johnson with quite a bit of stuff on him for an 8-year-old. 1-0. That one inside to Ruperto, called ball two.
Look out.
2-0 the count.
Coach.
Here comes the offering from Johnson. That one high for ball three. First time we've seen Kenson Johnson throw a few balls in a row. This young man has been accurate and consistent for the first two batters. Here comes the pitch. That one going to be called outside for ball four, and that is going to bring up Coach Blondin to come throw the hit.
Not just learn how to take their feet. Okay.
Yeah, we're sitting ball four, so if you do something, it's going to add movement.
Yeah, I'm not going to touch anything.
And here comes Blondin. Ruperto with three to look at. That one across the plate. Ruperto doesn't like it. He's going to hold off and swing on the next one. Ruperto's got three to look at. Now two more. And a little bit of a changeup in speed as Blondin comes to the mound. Ruperto likes it and drives one into the center, but Johnson not able to pick it up. And the throw not in time, and first base got pulled away by an errant throw. And that is going to send Ruperto all the way around and standing on second base.
Okay, so he goes, call the play. Ground ball. Okay.
You want to finish here and come
No,
to
you don't
life?
even worry about this one. No, don't worry about errors until, well, some people will at minor A, but majors is like, that's, even in this.
Two away for Blondin Ruperto, and wait, a little bit of a timeout. 4-1 now. The Red Riders on top here in the top of the fourth inning, and Kenson Johnson making short work of some batters. That one swung on and a miss. Strike one. Jaden Blondin at the plate, and Levi Ruperto with a well-hit ball right back at Johnson. Here comes the pitch. That one inside swung on, however, and that's going to be strike two. A nice swing by Jaden Blondin. Ruperto, the first runner on the bag here in the fourth inning. That one well inside, called ball one. That's the second pitch that Johnson has thrown inside. Blondin couldn't lay off the first one, and now he's sitting behind in the count. 1-2. 1-2, two away. The pitch by Johnson, that one called strike number three. A third call strike, and that's going to make short work of the Red Riders. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us down to the bottom of 4 innings, and it is 4-1. The Red Riders on top, but with a scorching performance by Kenson Johnson on the mound for the Flyers. Made short work of the Riders' batters, and I don't think these young men have seen a pitch quite that fast before. Brandon Hirsch sitting with 26 pitches in his pitch count. He's almost going to go a full game as we get ready to close out the bottom of the fourth inning. Hirsch has got 24 left to throw. Ladies and gentlemen, we have got just about 1 hour of play, and we are already through 4 innings. Brandon Hirsch, a very quick pitcher, out on the mound. And the Red Riders are out there now to finish out the bottom of 4 innings. And around the bases, just as a reminder, we've got Sawyer Rhodes over there on first base. We have got Wyatt Arntz playing second. Peyton Bravens playing shortstop. Andrew Cisneros over there at third. Levi Ruperto out in left field. And in center left, Jaden Blondin. Out there in center right field, we've got Callan Bell. And joining us out in far right field is Anthony Fazzone. Brandon Hirsch's got 26 pitches on him as he looks to try to make it a complete game. Top 4. The scorekeeper and the broadcaster get a little heat from Skipper Bravens, not knowing if he can count. I assure you, ladies and gentlemen, we are indeed in the 4th inning.
We got it, Coach. Nothing to worry about.
It is the 3rd.
Bottom of the 3rd.
Thank you. Hey, can I get bottom of the 3rd inning? I'm going to need a little concession from the announcer. He's talking a lot, but not really. And this one brought to you by Jack Daniels.
You just think it's water in my bottle, but it's 5 o'clock somewhere. That is a minor correction. We got a little ahead of ourselves. It's the bottom of the 3rd inning. And here's Eddie Lopez. Eddie Lopez going to line us up here for the Flyers. That one called inside, ball 1. Max Rivera behind the dish for the Red Riders. And here comes the 1-0 pitch from Hirsch. Swung on and a miss, strike 1. One and 1 the count. Here's the delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike 2.
Hey, over the top.
And that one just a little bit outside for called ball 2. Two and 2 the count, even here to Eddie Lopez at the plate. And the delivery from Hirsch. Swung on and a miss, strike number 3. And that's going to ring up out number 1 for the Red Riders as the bottom of the 3rd inning. And Josue Avila coming up. Here comes the first offering from Hirsch. That one low, outside, ball 1.
Levi.
The 1-0 pitch. Swung on and hit right to third base, and that one gets by Cisneros and fielded out there by Levi Ruperto. And Levi a throw into the infield to hold Avila up at first base.
Wyatt Payton. Just turn it.
And here comes Lucas Iriqui, wearing number 11 and playing first base. Not been up yet as we're here at the bottom of the 3rd inning. 1 away for the Riders, and the pitch from Hirsch, and that one is fouled off. And it doesn't look like the Riders are going to try to get to it, and that one's a foul ball for strike 1. Avila standing on first base after a well-hit ball to third. Cisneros just couldn't quite get it in his glove, but Ruperto there to back him up, and here's the 0-1 pitch outside, ball 1. 1-1 the count. One away for the Riders here at the bottom of the third inning. Likes that one, and a well-hit ball out into center field. And that one fielded by Callan Bell, and he turns around and whips it inside. And they're going to try to catch Avila at third, and they don't do it. Cisneros not there in time, but Avila is going to hold up, and that is going to put Iriqui on second base.
Go, Kenton.
And that's going to put Avila standing up on third base. The Red Riders hit the cutoff man to Wyatt Arntz. Wyatt turned and tried to get Avila out at third, but that ball just a little bit outside, and Cisneros wasn't able to pull it in. Still 4-1. Red Riders one away now on the count. And here is Kenson Johnson. Here's the delivery, and swung on, and a hit fall.
Brendo.
Here comes the 0-1 pitch to Johnson. Likes that one, and he drives it down the third base line, and that one is going to go deep. Ruperto trying to get in front of it. That's going to bring Avila across. It is going to bring Iriqui across, and Johnson is standing up on a well-hit ball with a double. And that very quickly brings the Flyers within striking distance as Kenson Johnson stands up on second base. Two across. Avila and Iriqui scoring, and now here comes the pitch. Beckett Wilson. That first one, a strike. Beckett wearing number 5, and here comes the 0-1 pitch. That one low outside, called ball 1.
Go over the top, B.
1-1 now to Wilson. That one outside, called ball 2. The Red Riders defense being tested here in the bottom of 3 innings. 2-1 the count to Wilson.
Be on that one knee like this.
That pitch inside and high, ball 3. Now the Flyers making Hirsch work a little harder this inning. That one called strike 2. 3-2 the count to Wilson. And here's the full count delivery from Hirsch. That one inside, and it looked like it got Beckett right there. He tried to get out of the way pretty quick. And he is going to take his pitch. And he's going to make it down there to first base. Beckett Wilson toughing it out. Brandon Hirsch, that one got away from him just a little bit. And that is going to bring up Nico Cavazos. Nico Cavazos, number 7, the third baseman for the Flyers. And we've got 2 runners on. Wasn't sure if that one got Beckett between the shoulder blades or if that one got him in the helmet. But he toughed it out, headed down to first, and that's going to put 2 runners on. The go-ahead run is represented by Beckett Wilson at first base. Kenson Johnson at second. Here comes the first pitch. Call, strike number 1. Oh, and 1 the count to Cavazos. That one in there for strike 2.
Pitch, B.
1 away for the Red Riders. They're still on top 4-3 as we are here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. A little bit of camera shake and adjustment there. Apologize for that fence change. We'll see if we can't take care of that for you in the next inning. That one right across the plate and a called strike number 3. And that's going to put 2 away for the Flyers. And Brandon Hirsch sitting on 47 pitches now. with 2 away, hoping the Riders' defense comes to his aid. We're at the bottom of the 3 with 2 outs. And that's going to bring up Big Adam Heath, number 10. That one, a well-hit ball, and Bravens is there to field it with a quick flip over to Arntz, and he doesn't make the play, and that's going to bring him safe standing up at second base, and that one could have been something deadly and gotten the Riders out. Kenson Johnson's going to make his way back to third base. Bravens tried to flip that ball to Arntz, but that is going to be a stand-up single for Adam Heath, and that could have ended the inning, but instead, a little bit of an error, and that's going to put him on the bag. And now the bases loaded for Eric Corona, number 13. And that one well hit out into center field. And Jaden Blondin is there to field it, but that's going to bring across the tying run. And we'll see what the call is there. And that's going to bring Kenson Johnson across. And it also brings out Wilson across. And that's going to advance Heath to third base. So that single from Corona, well hit deep into the outfield. Looks like the Red Riders couldn't quite get it back into the field in time. And that is going to put the Flyers on top, 5-4. Delivery, strike one. Dumas, our batter, the 0-1 pitch. And that one well hit as well out into center field. And out there in center field, Blondin's going to pick it up. And that's going to send Corona to second and Dumas to first. And that one brings Heath across, and that's going to be 5 runs for the Flyers. And that is going to send them down now, and they are on top, 6-4 as we head into the 4th inning. Let's see. Let's see. And as the Riders come in the top of the 4th, that's going to bring up Sawyer Rhodes to the mound. Kenson Johnson still hurling there on the front. He's got 16 pitches in front of him and throwing some serious heat. This is the top of the 4th inning. Red Riders versus the Flyers.
How many pitches do I have on Kenton?
16.
16, thank you.
Yeah.
Just that one. I didn't. I'm not even being mean to him. Hey, Sawyer's gonna go in and pitch the next inning.
Okay. It's top of the 4th, Coach. Just so you know.
The top of the 4th now?
Top of the 4th, Coach.
Just making sure.
I understand. All right, and it's going to bring up Sawyer Rhodes to face down Kenson Johnson here. And we are underway, top of the 4th inning. That one inside, but swung on and a miss, strike one. That one dirty. Ball one. 1-1, the count to Rhodes. That one well chopped, and it is going to dribble out there to shortstop. And Beckett Wilson trying to make the throw, and he's not in time. That's going to be a single from Sawyer Rhodes to get the Red Riders started. So Sawyer Rhodes safe at first base, and that's going to bring up Max Rivera. And Max Rivera at the plate now to face down Johnson. That first one inside, swung on and a miss, strike one. Oh and 1 now the count to Rivera as Johnson gets ready for the delivery. That one, strike two. Oh and 2 the count. One runner on, none away. That one called, strike three. And Rivera goes down looking at that last one. And that's going to bring up the first out for the Red Riders. And here comes Andrew Sis. A little bit of confusion here. Hey, Coach, Ravens. Chris. Having Andrew. Andrew. Cisneros.
Good thing somebody's paying attention around here.
A little bit of an oops in the lineup there. Andrew Cisneros is getting himself ready, and Andrew Cisneros is up to bat. Sawyer Rhodes standing on first base. And Johnson on the mound. One away for the Red Riders here in the top of the fourth inning. And the delivery to Cisneros. Swung on and a miss, strike one. Cisneros 1 for 1 in today's game. And here comes the 0-1 delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike two. Oh and 2 the count. And that one fouled off, and Cisneros stays alive. In the top of the fourth, one away. Sawyer Rhodes over there on first base. Here comes the delivery. That one low, called, ball one. 1 and 2 the count. Cisneros staying alive with a foul ball. Kenson Johnson on the mound. The 1 and 2 delivery. That one called, and strike three. Called strike three, and that one's going to send Cisneros down. Putting 2 outs on the board, and that's going to bring up Braden Gadberry. Number 24, Braden Gadberry coming to the plate. Two away now for the Riders in the first pitch. Called, strike number one. Oh and 1 the count, 2 away. That one called, strike two. Oh and 2 the count. Kenson Johnson throwing some mean heat out there, 2 away. That one low and outside. Swung on and a miss, strike three, and that's going to send the Red Riders down and bring the Flyers back up. And it's the bottom of the fourth inning. Flyers on top 6-4. The third inning really bringing in some runs for the Flyers. And Sawyer Rhodes is going to be our pitcher for the Red Riders for this next bit. And we'll see what that does to the fielding lineup. And let's see what happens here. Looks like Wyatt Arntz is going to be taken over at first base. Levi Ruperto moving into the second base position. Peyton Braven still at short. Sawyer Rhodes on the mound. Outfielders stay the same. A little bit of a change. Left field going to be Braden Gadberry. Braden Gadberry in left. And the Red Riders looking to get some defensive action here in the bottom of the fourth inning. And it looks like Big Max Rivera behind the dish for the Red Riders. And it looks like the coach is out there having a little bit of a chat. There is a time limit on our minor B games. It's the bottom of the fourth inning, and the Red Riders 4, the Flyers 6. Sawyer Rhodes, a pitching change after Brandon Hirsch went 3 innings solidly through the first part of the game. And for the Flyers, we should be seeing number 1. Nemaya Caballero should be coming to the plate. Could be Martinez. Is that Martinez?
Nice, Sawyer.
At first pitch. Ball 1. That one called ball 2. Two and 0 the count. Here comes the delivery from Rhodes. That one in there for a called strike. 2-1 now as Rhodes gets warmed up and starts looking and staring down some of his batters.
We're supposed to have a representative here too.
The 2-1 pitch from Rhodes. Swung on and he went. That's a strike, number 2. Martinez kind of lazily flung his bat out there. He may not have meant to go all the way around, but he did. That's going to be even count now, 2-2, as Rhodes gets started here in the bottom of the fourth.
Nice pitch.
That one was a nice pitch, but a called ball 3. That's going to fill it up. 3-2 the count. Three and 2, the delivery from Rhodes. That one inside and just barely missed him. That's going to be a called ball 4 and is going to bring up the coach. Martinez is going to have an opportunity to see 3 pitches, but if he swings on any one of them and misses, that is going to be strike 3 and will ring up the first out. So 2 strikes on Martinez as the coach takes the mound. Here comes the pitch. And he foul tips it, and he stays alive at the plate. Here comes. Swung on and a chopper to Rhodes. Rhodes is going to field it at pitcher. And he just misses the throw and an overthrown ball. And that's going to send Martinez around to 2. Martinez now standing on 2. That throw just not quite there to Arntz. He had to pull his foot off the bag. A good fielding play by Rhodes there at the pitcher. Arndt showing a little frustration there at first base, and the skipper Braven's trying to get him back involved. Hard to do. He was almost right there.
Hey, Matt.
And now we've got Caballero at the plate for the Flyers. And still 6-4. Wyatt Arntz with a quick little pep talk there by the skipper, and we are back in business. One runner on for the Flyers and none away here at the bottom of the fourth inning. Flyers on top 6-4. And the pitch from Rhodes. That one a call, ball one. That one a little bit Hall, called ball two. Two balls, no strikes here at the bottom of the fourth inning. That one in there for a strike. 2-1 the count now.
Try to stop him, Max.
The delivery. There's another one right down the middle called strike two. Two and two the count even now as Rhodes works his way back. That one a little bit low and a called ball. 3-2 the count full now for Rhodes. And the delivery.
Nice pitch.
That one right in there for a called strike number 3, and that's going to send one down for the Flyers. And going to bring up number 12, Iriqui. Ryder Iriqui now 0 for 1 for today's game as he looks down Rhodes. Here comes the delivery from Rhodes. That one had a little movement on it, but it is called a ball, a bit low. 1-0. The delivery from Rhodes, that one inside, and ball two. That one rather close. Adichie hung tough there in the batter's box.
He called it a strike because he kind of swung. I think is what he did. Yeah, 1-1.
Apologize. 1-1. Adichie went around. That one outside for called ball two. 2-1 the count.
Over the top, Sawyer.
2-1, one away. That one outside, ball three. Three balls, one strike here at the bottom of the fourth inning with one runner on and one away for the Red Ryders. Sawyer Rhodes, here comes the work. That one outside, going to be called ball four, and is going to bring up the coach. Coach pitch opportunity, one strike on Adichie. He's got three to look at, two to swing for. And the Red Ryders hoping to put a little defense together here in the bottom of the fourth. The delivery from coach. Adichie swung on and a miss, strike two. That one swung on and a miss, and strike three. And that's going to send Adichie down. And that's going to be two away for the Flyers, and it's going to bring up number 6, Eddie Lopez. Eddie Lopez sees the first pitch high and inside, ball one. 1-0 count from Rhodes. Foul tip, and that's going to be strike one. Well, one runner on for the Flyers and 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. 1-1 the count. Here comes the delivery from Rhodes. Swung on and a miss, strike 2.
Great job, Max. Line up in the center of the plate.
Red Riders looking eager for some defense out there. Max Rivera doing a fantastic job behind the dish. Not making Coach Hirsch work too hard. That one inside and a called strike number 3, and that is going to end the inning. And that's going to send the Red Riders back up to the plate and the Flyers out on the field as we look at the top of 5. Pitch counts 30, Coach. 30. And Kenton Johnson still out there on the mound for the Flyers, throwing some absolute mean heat. And our first batter up is going to be Callan Bell, number 17, 0 for 1 today on a strikeout. And as we get warmed up at top of 5. What's that?
How many pitches did he throw that inning?
Sawyer?
Yeah.
Like 24,
Really?
25, somewhere in there. Let me take a look. Hang
No,
on.
that's great. I just wanted a ballpark anyway.
He's still got some room.
Yeah, well, we're not. This is the last inning anyway. It's our last. We have to score 2 to even play anymore.
Oh, good. Hey, he's going to be nervous as hell because of the heat count.
Yeah, I know.
Just tell him to swing at anything. Swing hard, Callan. Swing fast, buddy. And we're going to get called balled in. And this one, the top of 5. Opportunity for the Red Riders to put a couple runners on the board if they have the chance. Get a little extra time in this game. But right now the Flyers are on top 6-4 after a booming 3rd inning that saw 5 runs cross the plate with some well-hit balls favoring that left field side and that third baseline. A couple of minor errors by the Red Riders sent some extra runners around the bases. And we are going to get started here in the top of 5, bringing up number 17, Callan Bell. Let's go, Callan. Give it a rip, buddy. Swing hard and fast, big guy. And the delivery from Johnson. That one outside. Didn't swing, called ball 1. Want to know the count? Swung on and a miss, strike 1, but a good swing by Bell. One and 1 to Bell. That one inside and called ball 2. Good eyes, Callan. 2 and 1 the count to Bell. The delivery. That one outside, called ball 3. 3 and 1 the count. Bell ahead in the count. Johnson looking to dial it back. That one, strike 2. Called strike, 3 and 2. Let's go, Callan. Give it a ride, buddy. 3 and 2. Delivery. Swung on and a miss, strike 3. As Bell goes down swinging. And that's going to bring up Anthony Fazzone. 1 away now for the Riders here in the top of 5, and Fazzone coming to the plate. And the delivery from Johnson. That one called, strike 1. Jensen, the delivery. That one inside, called ball 1. 1-1 the count. The delivery from Jensen. That one high and inside, ball 2. 2-1 the count now to Fazone. That one right down the middle, called strike 2. Two and 2. That one high, ball 3. Three and 2. Here's the count. And that one called strike number 3. 3 strikes, and that's going to send Fazone down looking. And that's going to bring up the top of the order for the Riders. And here comes Wyatt Arntz. Here comes Wyatt Arntz. And the Flyers on top 6-4. 2 outs now, the top of the 5th inning. See if the Red Riders can't put a little offense together. Strike 1 called. Oh, and 1 the count to Arntz. That one high, called ball 1. One and 1 the count, 2 away now for the Riders, top of 5. The delivery. Two. What did he call that? Did he call that a strike or ball? A little bit of confusion. What did he call that one, Coach? Strike or ball?
Coach Eric, was that a strike?
2 balls, 1 strike. Swung on and a miss. That's strike 2. 2 and 2 the count to Wyatt Arntz. Comes the delivery. And Coach not giving anything away. That one's ball 3. Going to make the count full. 3 and 2 the count with 2 away now here at the top of the 5. And the delivery. Swung on and a miss, and that is going to send Wyatt Arntz down. And that is going to do it. That's going to bring the Red Riders up to the line to shake hands. And it is 6-4. Flyers on top after 4.5 innings. The Red Riders leading through most of the ball game. Had a bit of a destructive third. And that is going to end the game. And thanks, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Sweetwater Valley Little League, Minor B, here from Field 3. Your co-host today, Mr.
Jeremiah.
I was going to say something else. Mr. Jeremiah Heath on the scoreboard. And this is Clint Bell behind the microphone. Have a great day, everyone.
Call me something else.
What's that?
You were going to call me something else?
I was just going to say, and I was going to say, Mr. Chili Cheese Fries. but I couldn't get chili cheese fries, and cheese and fry and Jeremiah all got in my head all at the same time, and I was like,
Chili cheese.
I was. It was going to come out. Chili cheese fries is when it was going to come out.
Way to hold up. Good decision.
Yeah, thanks.